TSM should have a pretty general idea that they're looking to head this way. Smoke's come down once more, and Corey now do some reconnaissance with that boom bot. It does get the information. Finally, Zander pushed through the smokes. Corey couldn't find anybody for quite some time, and we go back and forth for the first couple of kills, but
at all, it doesn't go for the swing. And yeah, NiSMO's gonna push because of it.
They want to try and get deep here. Ooh, Flash hung on to only one for a few moments. Nature finally able to find that kill. He was low on HP, and he gets his one before he eventually goes down. Koala low once more, and a regrowth in hand means NiSMO is not in the fight, but GMD is. However, from tower, he'll find the frag. The trades are there, but the time, Dryad. The time is not just barely. I think M80 are able to get this plant down. So Frenzy, a dream, a kill to be found. Oh, make it two. It's 4 on the round. It's GMD. It's TSM.
A little more patient. M80, they like to take this time, and Corey trying to get ahead with it, does so.
He does get stunned up. Aftershock forced him off the angle. He has not taken a lick of damage, though, so he's going to continue forward. Ooh, good shot from Zander, though. Sits him down. That Spectre with high rates of fire because of the stim. Unfortunately, doesn't get any more value. And, I mean, the dust is settled, and we're even Steven here.
Yeah, Corey going for a repeat. Spike. Not the best one. Actually expecting it that time around, so it turns into a 3v3. Spike gonna get planted here. And TSM still doesn't have the best buy. One of them gets spotted. Kanpeki gonna take care of it.
Kanpeki healthy with the rifle in hand. Nature has to close the distance with the judge. It's exactly what he'll do, but he was not ready for the close angle of eeiu. And now a 1v1, 7, low in HP.
And that is what's giving them that early success, those 2 rounds.
Trailblazer. Okay, it looks like they just shot the trip there instead of saying Trailblazer. It looks like it dealt with the trip there. Good flash out, judge in hand. Zander still finds the kill. No value out of the judge just yet for TSM, as finally they look to retake this B site. Spike not planted yet. Koala deep into the spawn, but his feet are burning. The ground is lava, and he'll eventually get
30
pushing, trying to get closer to teammate. We talked about them playing together, but it's not going to be a chance. Change that Cypher setup too, right? We've seen towards A over and over again. Now they put in B, and that's not where M80 wanted to go.
Boombot to try and find something. That knife will reveal one, and koalanoob, the knives are gone. The shorty was out, but Corey finds the kills instead. Now starting to finally get the job done as the incendiary goes down. Fault line on it. Nature gonna try and tank this to halfway, and he does so successfully. But you're just running out of time here. If you're TSM, you have to hop onto that spike. It's out in the open as they play the jiggle around the corner. Kanpeki mows them all down.
We're taking the north part of the map. And the other 2 got shot down, koalanoob and johnqt. Though this is something that TSM talked about. When you take down the duelist, it becomes a lot easier. And now when you have the numbers advantage, it should be around for TSM.
NiSMO, though, off angle here. They expected him. First one goes down. NiSMO not able to find the next, but Zander lines up 2. Grab those kills. Now TSM run out of time. M80 maybe have found themselves a way back into this round after losing 2 players early inside the smoke. eeiu waits. GMD gonna run down Zander. Orbital strike comes out on the opposite end, and 7 has done enough in way of kills, but does he have enough time? It does not sound like it. M80 just an elaborate ruse. They show us Koala, but head elsewhere, but that's not the M80 way. So they'll look to take the safe site once more. Kanpeki, beautiful timing through the smoke, finds kill onto Koala, and that is, I mean, that's hit the big red stop button for just a second as they take their time down, getting onto the rest of the site. We go back and forth as 7 and johnqt find their way into the kill feed, but a player ahead are TSM. We've seen Dryad. This does not necessarily matter to M80.
johnqt is going to spot a couple of the players once again pushing from main. 4v3 to deal with.
The flashes back and forth. Corey finally gonna have that rocket back online, and it's more than just the rocket, it's the rifle right behind it. As eeiu looks to hold his ground on the site, but there's just thunder. NiSMO with the Trailblazer. That'll be dealt with in his Nature just around the corner. Good damage on the robot. A flash to follow, but that's only gonna buy some time as Nature backs away. Gives this position to NiSMO, and NiSMO has single-handedly kept TSM on this site.
It's so good, so smart as well for the player that we've always seen playing KO here, now going for the sky. Corey, are they expecting it? Can they shut him down? Yeah, Zander's gonna do it just fine. Rolling thunder for eeiu.
Yeah, but eeiu's in an awful spot. He'll have to get it sent right now. It looks like he's going to orbital strike behind it. It worked so good. The wombo combo, and it's all up to 7, but he's been taken down. And M80, they find a way, and they grab a fit early. And there's still a lot of util. Kanpeki into this round comes no armor. Good flash around the corners. 2 players. And Corey was not ready to deal with them both. Does get damage across the board onto M80, but there's still a player ahead. Beautiful guiding light here, looking to assist on the kill onto GMD. Aftershock comes through as well, and GMD still standing. Seven is here to fight from the site. Kanpeki will find another across the map here on the A side. Just like that, zander, the last one standing here in the retake. M80 9-6 versus 10-5. But also it shows us, you know, where M80 are at. Can they show us a strong defense? And that's a pretty good start.
It's a good start. Something that koalanoob has been looking for and has been trying to find for so long, just to get the opening picks. Corey trying to put up a fight. Gonna get shot down early on. 3v3. And TSM going for that.
That looks like me in my ranked game. I say I know a lineup, and then I do something like that. Kanpeki also has already tossed out his utility. Aftershock on, fault line used, couple of flashes available, 0 point to tap on this fight. It's getting dicey. I mean, there's so much fear of the unknown here as eeiu just pushes forward. Now, does he have enough time? He has to hop onto the spike, and it doesn't seem like he does. Koala do into the support roles, and how well do team support roles do into duels? It's always been a stat that we've been, you know, wary of as koalanoob misses the first shot. GMD will get punished by the players behind. So fortunate.
The Seekers too to answer.
3 for 3.
Oh, but what can Kanpeki do? I mean, almost nullified there as Corey tried to help the team out. Stunned up. Was zander still find the kill? Still alive and full control of A main here to M80. Finally, it looks like TSM are going to work their way through. Zander's been dealt with. Kanpeki around the corner, but it's johnqt to make quick work of that one. As the neural theft comes through, it might not matter. Nature finds two. The spike is down. TSM, they've got rounds to waste. They'll take the fight right to the base of M80 here on this B site. Piece of ultimates used here. No command was just a second too late, and because of that, M80 completely run down TSM. If you and how often have we seen teams struggle to close out games when they only need a couple of rounds? Not necessarily saying that's going to be TSM, but I mean, zander's making a pretty good argument for that. We'll deal with the brimstone, but still 3 players alive for M80. They've got the player advantage. GMD can try and get that spike planted. Aftershock will allow the plant, but force him off the angle. Trailblazer just behind it, and guess who's behind the Trailblazer? It's koalanoob, but GMD does it again. I want to see the performance between those two players because GMD continues to find those frags against the duelist.
Always one step ahead for GMD, it seems like, for this map. It's been so clean, and now a 2v2 for TSM to close it out. Spike planted. Time running out for M80.
1 enemy remaining.
It's all down to 1v1. It's all up to 7 to do it.
Attackers
and he gets it done. TSM 13-6. A dominant victory here over M80 on map 1. 7. Okay, we're about to find out just how strong 7 can be. He is on a solo mission. He goes right past 2 players, and they're expecting more behind him, but there's nobody. Unfortunately for TSM, 2 players already die as they take the C site. There was a lot of chaos out towards B. It was a scramble, but M80 come out a player ahead.
This spike in the meantime for TSM is going to be planted. As the numbers might not be their way, but that space, like I said, created initially towards B, just to end up on that C side. Looking pretty good for TSM. Kanpeki goes down. Corey does too. The retake, something that we saw a lot in the map number 1, is gonna have to be the case for M80 in this 3rd round. The buy into the grade is saying, no way.
Wow, Corey finds 3 up in heaven, but zander still making it hurt. Drops the shotgun, picks up a rifle. Tap onto the smoke or inside the smoke. Some investment on this one. No, instead he'll just cross sides, reveal. Cloudburst goes out. I mean, koala. Oh my goodness, wait, he's still not dealt with. Koala eventually finds 1, make it 2. He survives with 5 HP. And we traded back and forth as NiSMO here to try and help his
T towards A side.
When that nanoswarm just misses, so the 5 HP koala can keep pushing forward. He's got 2 on the round. Nature will match it though. Finally end that reign of terror as NiSMO left to pick up the pieces. All on his lonesome. Dodges out of that recon bolt. Nature on the swing. Nature's gone. Kanpeki follows, and Corey not long for this world. Out comes the rolling thunder. Corey stun jump taken down. And slowed down by that nanoswarm.
And it's a good idea here, right when koalanoob gets tagged towards the C side. It was a green light. It was a call. You saw everybody moving for TSM to get the spike planted towards B.
And post-plant positions now set up. Rolling Thunder comes through, but unfortunately, it's just a bit short to find absolutely nobody. Zander here on the side, go through the smoke. Will find a third. Koala for the fourth. And Koi now the last one standing, dodges out of the fault line. Heaps of utility, tossed this way. A flash to follow. A defuse on the spike. Two players come through. Two more to worry about, but it's koalanoob out from garage. eeiu goes down, but Koala's here to pick up the pieces.
There's still so much time. 1 minute. TSM could rotate again once they spot all the players here.
Koala tucked away perfectly behind the aftershock. This could be just their undoing here. Not expecting him. Does find his one before eventually going down. Kanpeki waltzes onto the site and will find johnqt. eeiu works his way through. He's solo, but still finds one as the aftershock looks to delay. Kanpeki low in HP. Corey just as low in NiSMO.
Planted.
Makes quick work of that one.
Remaining.
Now it's all to GMD as he looks to go aggressive as the player in the drone was eeiu. A headshot through the wall, but GMD just does not have enough in the tank. Attack now. This looks good for M80.
But it's gonna get slowed down. At least that push from garage. koalanoob though, gonna take care of Corey.
Ooh.
And TSM answer right back.
Yeah, and this is...
It's a 2v4 though, a lot more difficult to pull off for this round. Specifically good for one.
B.
As nature goes down, it's a 1v3.
Angles that he's been allowed here inside short.
Yeah, you know exactly where he's gonna be. 7.
Think back to, it may have been G2, right? Another strong team we expected to do well against M80, that we're expecting an aggressive, in-your-face playstyle all the time, but M80 did not give that to them. And we're seeing it again. M80 changed it up, and TSM...
Corey!
Well, okay, Corey finds 2 huge kills there, so the point that I was making is now moot. As another kill comes through, and only one remains. That can be eeiu here with 70 HP. He'll try and bite his way out of the situation. It's an operator and a stinger just outside the site to try and retake here for TSM. A tap on the spike, but no commitment just yet. eeiu goes on the hunt, and Corey secures a third. eeiu to drone. Nature spotted. Fault line at his feet. GMD blinded up by the paranoia. Out and back sight goes koalanoob. He finds 2 for himself. Corey gets one back. Gives up the site. 3 players remain. An aftershock to stall the push, and NiSMO will get that spike planted.
koalanoob plays so fast. Was able to catch GMD and nature off guard, and with the entrance or the execute that M80 have, they're just so clean. Zander gonna take care of 2 more. It seems like
That 1-2-3 swing, or that 3-2-1, but hung on to it. And because of that, Zander, clear vision, able to find both of those kills, leaving only one surviving. But speaking of Zander, Zander's down. Yeah, we go back to the aggression for TSM, and it's working once more.
but only for a couple trades. It's a 3v3. It was 3 players pushing A on the defensive side. And Becky, risky position here. Doesn't matter. He's gonna get eeiu. Back up immediately.
I mean, it's still so scary. Walla walks up, finds Kanpeki, takes him down. Rolling Thunder will be available next round if there is a next round.
If there is, it's a 2v2 lockdown. Gonna get activated right away by nature, and they're gonna have to wait for this a little bit longer. Even then, with this lockdown, the positionings here for M80 are not gonna be bad at all. Even koalanoob waiting for a little bit longer.
Ooh, and they might like to go aggressive here. There's a lot on the shoulders of John here as the solo player. Nanoswarms used, turrets are down, but one is gone. Now both available to fight here as they push on forward. johnqt cuts them both down, and M80
Attackers
get
win.
it done here on Haven, and they give us a set. Well, so see how things will eventually evolve for this team. A couple of right clicks and some spray later from the frenzy, and NiSMO finds it first.
This is gonna be that one player you were talking about. GMD going down first. As it seems like the hit wants to end up towards this B site. Or you're gonna be all the way back. Do you know where he is?
Shock dart's already expended here. Out goes the recon bolt. Ooh, a right click. Okay, it finds him one. NiSMO, however, still collects another. TSM, they're not giving up just yet. 7 gets taken down. Koala low HP, but still alive to fight. Now eventually gone as nature looks to get it done. A 1v2. 27 HP with that spike planted, and he hopes to find a head just over the box. And NiSMO doesn't give it to him. eeiu drops down. That's been heard. The swing comes through. NiSMO 4 kills on the round. Secure for M80.
And since the beginning of Challengers, it's been so clean for them, and it can continue to do so. Koalanoob getting the first kill.
Koala finds the first onto 7. Nature there for the trade. Paranoia goes through the site, and M80 are here just around the corner. And NiSMO makes it scary to push through, especially when you know an Odin just around the corner. We're going to go hunting. 44 rounds left in the drum. And nobody goes down just yet. Creeping up a zander. That's the spike to fall. NiSMO rifle in hand just around the corner. 2 more. Nature, 3 kills on the round, but this one's still winnable for M80 as both defenders are here. Spike has been picked up. M80 want to head elsewhere. Yeah, it looked like they were saving, but they're just gambling that they're going to hit this B site again. And now it's taken them 20 seconds to get over towards this A site, and they're completely out of time. eeiu is going to back away, look to play shock dart lineups. johnqt still here on the side, a tap onto the spike before he's gone. And I mean, johnqt might be all that they need as the shock darts come through. TSM, I mean, they take the gamble and they lose the round because of it.
For them to find that opening towards mid, nobody going to be up close. The first is going to be 7.
Oh, the drone, it forces the movement from Corey, so the shot doesn't land. He's been suppressed. Paranoia now. He backs away. 7 does find his 1. Viper wall up, but it allows for M80 to creep all the way up into mark as that wall will fall. The up shot lands. Corey makes right on his first shot. Can't quite do it for the next. But Koala down to 20 HP. Corey low as well. 36 of his own. Another shot that goes wide, but 7's here. Nature the backup, and TSM have finally done it.
Everything that we mentioned on this team. And M80 now want to go for the A side. The flash is good. They know where 7 is.
And there's, yeah, again, no way he gets out of that one. Just not quick enough. Yeah, Koala happy to have this 4,700 credit weapon in his hands. eeiu, good drone. Okay, that weapon's fallen. Now tagged up as GMD. He finds another. You talk about the silent hero, and it's Nature here. He only goes good for 1 this time around as johnqt trades it out. GMD on 1 HP, heard on the drop, but does not give John the peek that he was hoping for.
I really know there's gonna be a 1 up close. Yeah, it's fine. Kanpeki gonna handle it just fine for TSM.
I know this is an awkward question to ask players, but I'm gonna hold that thought because everybody's low. GMD.
An aggressive push for the defense that we never really got to see before. Now they have to take care of the market players.
And Odin doesn't quite have that same penetrating factor as the Vandal does. So it only takes 1 for GMD to find that kill. Corey there on the trade. A bit of a bloodbath out towards mid, whether it be
This Corey, and the timing can be great.
1 enemy remaining. Spike planted.
Expect one of the players to be pushing main, but yeah, it works out for 1. It's still, though, it feels like there's not much. I mean, everybody towards this A side so aggressive, and immediately Kanpeki has to back down.
Kanpeki gives it up. Blazer outdoor is closed. Up and over the top goes Koalanoob as GMD is here. Hunter's Fury comes out. Corey picks up 2 huge kills. 7 will find the dip onto Koala, and arguably one of the most important rounds for this team as zander gets 1 back
For TSM.
They have to be expecting this. No way! Oh, it was almost everything that they needed. eeiu, almost the support of the year. See if momentum keeps up here. zander gets spotted. 7 should be able to take him down. That he does. Unscathed for now as johnqt tucked away. Doesn't give up his position just yet. Nice flash on the outside. Koalanoob's right behind the johnqt. Eventually dug out of position, but M80, they've been fighting back for all of it, but 7 goes huge. Picks up the Sheriff on low HP. Another good reveal from eeiu. A frenzy to work with both players. Low in health. What is that? 75 HP collectively between both of them. And they're going to use that 75 to their new life breathed into the defense of M80. But shots go wide. That's a rifle down. Nature continuing to be this hero for TSM. A Paranoia. Catches NiSMO a bit of flash is just behind it, and TSM have not committed just yet, but now they will. Dash on in. Players looking to work through main. They're trying to play this crunch. Flashed up and taken down to 7. GMD and Corey follow. This A side, I mean, it's just anything but free. Spam through the wall. Nature the last one to go. Of course, Of course, koalanoob's gonna push in front of the smoke and find that kill before anything else comes out behind it. Why wouldn't he? Fortunately, there is a trade. NiSMO's down. Shorty, footsteps heard, trying to walk away. koalanoob, he pulls the Shorty back out. Unfortunately, not a long-range weapon. Cosmic Divide blocks the defenders for now. Good snake bite down. It'll force Zander off his angles. The shock darts go through. That spike will get planted.
You know, one of the players is hell. Try to spam that util, doesn't get the kill.
Okay, the Odin comes leaping out. That player hell does eventually reveal himself. johnqt also gonna drop down both on the swing, and GMT will deal with them.
Oh. Nature with a good idea here.
Oh, timing. Oh, timing! No way. Nature does it again. Digs out Koala here from the flank. GMT gets revealed and sends some shots, a little bit of damage, but M80 are here on the retake, and they're here doing it fiercely. Kanpeki, the last one standing, the Odin, to just play suppression around the corner, but it's not even needed. Zander, 3 kills again. The A side where it has been almost impossible to get Zander off this site without finding multiple kills. He has been, just as we talked about at the top of the show, a very strong anchor for this team. Very strong fragger, and gets another chance to do it and try and close us out here. Lockdown coming on through. Hunter's here to look to deal with this one. Nobody's tagged up in the process. It will eventually get destroyed, but Zander's just been undetected as johnqt and the rest of the team, they're all here. TSM in the trenches as M80 work their way on through, and they're supposed to be defusing the bomb. Instead, the bomb squad will explode. They jump down once more, and that's how they get it done. 13-6, and the series belongs to M80.
M80 once again closing out this long series. They do it over and over again. This is why